What's up, soccer community of the 559, Fresno, and all surrounding communities? Welcome back to another episode. Today we have another great person that is very involved in our soccer community, especially in the past few games that just happened. Um, Before we introduce our guest, I wanted to give a shout out to Fulton Street for giving me this nice jersey. They make nice jerseys all the time, so make sure to go to their Instagram, Fulton Street Football Club, and give them a follow. And if you want to buy a shirt too, just contact them. I'm telling you, all of their jerseys are super nice. So look at this one. This one wasn't even released yet, and they gave me one. So stay tuned, and you'll be able to buy this one too if you like it. And before I invite our guest to the table, I wanted to mention again that Enzo is in vacation, so he'll be back at the end of the month. We're trying to bring some really, really big guests to this table, and your guys' view, likes, and subscriptions just make this grow. And just stay tuned, and you really like the guest of today and the following ones. They will be really good. So, all right, let's jump right into our guest of the day. So I prepared a really short intro here about him. So let's see if he likes it. So today's guest has been making serious moves across multiple levels of the game here in the Valley. He's the head coach of a UPSL team that just made history, leading Selma FC to a league title in the ultra-competitive NorCal division that has been having a lot of champions in the past years. And they were able to jump right into the rivalry of Valley FC and Project 510 and getting their first trophy. But his impact doesn't stop just right there. From helping shape the next generation at Sanger High School to guiding the Fresno City College women's team as an assistant coach, he's deeply involved in the development of soccer across all levels, men's, women's, youth, and beyond. A true 559 representative in every sense. Let's welcome to the table Jesse Camarena. Yee-hoo! Only me screaming today here.
How you doing?
All right. Let me change it there. There you go. Getting his headset. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, yeah.
All right. How you doing today, Jesse?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah,
How you
pretty
doing?
good.
I like that jersey, man.
Yeah,
It's
it's
nice.
amazing.
It's nice. Yeah.
I'll tell you, they have a lot of nice jerseys.
Really?
Yeah, I've been so we just did a jersey fair here in downtown and a few weeks ago, and it was super nice. And I met the owner of Fulton Street. He actually organized the fair, and I don't know how he figured out that I wanted a jersey because I didn't tell him, but I was already looking for it for a long time.
Wow. Well, look what you got what you wanted, right?
Yep, exactly. So, all right, yeah. As I mentioned here, you just came. Let's start with what just happened. So, you guys just came from a great season with Selma FC. You guys made it to. You guys finished the regular season as league champions, and then you made it to the final of the conference, the playoff final, and ended up losing that game. But it was an amazing season. I know that Selma just was that the second season in the Premier Division?
That's the first.
First one? They just came from the second division then. Yeah.
Or it could be their second. I'm not too sure, but I think maybe their second, yeah.
Still, Selma just started.
New.
Yeah, started, and they already have a trophy. So that's just amazing, super fast. And I wanted you to give us a little bit of information about how that happened, how you got involved with Selma, how you ended up there.
Okay. Well, it's a kind of a long story, but so before I used to follow Selma on like social media and stuff, but I didn't really think nothing of it. And then I would constantly see them on my news feed, that they were winning and that they got a promotion. So like, oh damn, that's nice, And then a lot of people started following them. But the only UPSL team that I knew was Valley 559, right?
Yeah.
Milton's team. So when I think they promoted, and then they had I think it's the second season because they promoted in their first season. I think they got like 5th place or something, and then they posted on Instagram that they were looking for a coach. So I was like, you know what? Let me just give this a shot. I mean, it might be a long shot. I don't know, but let me just give this a shot. So I DM'd him, and then obviously now I know who's behind the scenes of that Instagram account. So William reached back to me, and he's like, "Hey, like we should have an interview. Let's sit
By
down."
the way, William was supposed to be here today. Maybe we'll get him the
Yeah,
next
man.
time.
Oh, the guy's super busy, but come on, William, you can't be doing that. So he DMs me back, and he's like, "Hey, like let's get an interview. Let's sit down and chat, you know." So I was like, "All right, well, yeah, let's go do that, right?" So I drive to Fresno. I meet with him and Juan. You know, we're just talking about it, and then they give me their plans and their visions, and I give them mine, and they ended up choosing me. You know, once I got that job, I mean, I've had it's my first time coaching at the UPSL level, so it was a change. It was different, but it was something that I wanted to do. You know, I wanted to experience it. I wanted to see where I'm at as a coach, as a person. How can I handle certain things? So when I took this job, and then obviously the players that played there last year, some of them are like top players. You know, so it was something that I was looking forward to. So season kicks off. We do our tryouts and stuff, and we probably have a good like 40 people, 45 people. And out of those 45, I mean, we kept like I'd probably say like 15 or 20 of them, and then some of them obviously came like the college players and stuff. They came midway. But to start off the season, I honestly thought that we had very high quality. Our training sessions were really good and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I was motivated. Let's get this going. But my first game was where all the nerves were at because I've never coached at this level. And I think our first game was against Project 510. Yeah. Was it a home game? I think it was a home game against Project 510. So I heard nothing but, man, they're good. Watch out. This team's good. They have a lot of good players. They have quality. They're organized.
Honestly, like from the times that I played in this division, the UPSL is the game that we're looking for. You know, we want to play them. We want to beat them.
Yeah, they're quality, man. They're quality. Those kids, I mean, because most of them are kids. They don't have older people. They're quality, man. So then we play them, but the bad part of this was that we had to play them back to back. So our first game, was it back to back? Yeah, I think so. And we ended up winning the first game 4-1, right? So I'm like, wow, we just beat this team 4-1. Like,
and they were saying they were good.
All I heard was that this team was big time, you know, which they were. So that was a huge. Oh no, that was a huge result. I lied. Our first game was against. I can't pronounce their names, man. They're from Hillmore.
Soriano.
There we go. Damn, that's our first game. And we ended up winning 4-1. So I'm happy, all smiles. I'm going back home thinking, damn, we just won. And then we go play Project 510, and then we beat them 4-1. So then I'm thinking, okay, we have something going here. Like, I believe in this now. So then we play them back to back, and then we go to Oakland, and then we tie them 1-1 there. A huge game. So obviously season's going on, and everybody's like, Selma this, Selma that, you know. So we're making noise, right? Because obviously the owner of this league is Valley 559, you know, they ran this league for years, and so we're making noise, right? So we ended up, we were in first place by like I don't know how much, a good amount of points, but then we played Valley, our first game at home, and I mean I think Valley's a really good team, you know.
That was shocking though because I thought you guys were gonna win the game.
The first game,
yeah.
It's soccer, you know. Yeah. But with a great opponent like that, you never know. You got to show up and play, you know. So there was some quality players on their end. I thought we played well for a majority of the game, but they ended up getting the result. So they beat us there. So now we know, like, man, like they're coming. Like they're coming, you know. In my vision as a coach, you see things that a lot of people don't, and I know they're not gonna lose down the road no more. So they're gonna. I think there was like 12 points left. I said they're gonna get 12 points, you know. So we had to take care of our business. So we ended up winning games, boom, boom, and then the final game. We won the league the game before playing Valley, right? So then I knew if we have to win this game or else it's about to be a showdown. It's about to be crazy because they know they have a chance. So we ended up winning the league. And then that week, we ended up like having like a light practice and stuff because we don't want to get injured for the playoffs and stuff. So as the week is going by, and then I'm thinking to myself, man, like, wouldn't it be good to go beat them at Tice Park and, you know, with their fans and stuff. So we go there, but then a lot of players are missing now. So now as a coach, you can't control that. You just have to go with, hey, whoever's next, let's go. We got to play. So we go to Tice Park. Great atmosphere, by the way. It's spectacular.
It's nice,
it's
right?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah.
It's one thing that I think really helps Valley here because when, like, as I told you, I think Selma, I thought Selma was going to win that game, the first game. And that's because I know everyone that plays for both teams. But the atmosphere and the environment changes everything. Like people get like what I was telling you about Project 510. We go play them in Oakland, it's 1-1, 1-0, 2-1. They come here, it's like 4-0, 5-0
Yeah, yeah.
because like what they're like, what's going on? You know, like what is this place?
Yeah, and that's something that when I went there, obviously you go as like you go see Valley when years ago, and you go as a fan, like oh, but when you go as a coach or the opponent,
Yeah.
it affects you a little more because now the chants are towards me or to my team. You know, it's not it's so you feel it a little bit. And I thought we were in that game, and then obviously the scramble happened and stuff. But to me, it's like
It was only 2-1. It was a pretty close game.
it was a close game. Yeah, they scored in the end. I mean, but then obviously the stuff that happened after the game and stuff. But it's just that just shows how big this is growing. You know, the Valley has so much
love
talent.
that happened.
Yeah,
That's-
me too. Like I didn't take it personal. You know, like it's just stuff that you move. I mean, they beat us. Wait,
Yep.
you beat me, man. We live another day. Hopefully, we get you the next time. You know, and there was another next time, which was the final, right? But like I that game itself, the people that came to watch that game, like just showed how important the Valley can be, with like the talent. Like you had some of the best players around the area play in that game, you know, and everybody wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And as a coach, you just admire that stuff because you're part of something that is growing, you know, and
We see the potential, you know, like we
yes,
know that it can be a lot bigger than this.
for sure. But so the good thing, this is what I've said to most of my friends and family. Like, look, we won the league. So guess what? If you're in the Bay Area, sorry, Valley still runs this league. Whether it's Valley 559 or Salma, we control that league.
Yeah.
Who won the championship? Valley. Guess what, Project? Guess what, Bay Area? We still run this league. So like, as a Valley, I'm seeing it as a Valley. I was in Salma. Did I want to win? Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to win? You know. But it stayed here, and that's something that you have. What are we here for? Are we here to argue with that team, or are we here to say, hey man, the Valley's this good? Like, watch out. And I'm glad one of us took it, like Valley or us, whoever took it. I'm glad of it. Obviously, do I want my team to win all the time? Yeah, 100%. But I prefer Valley to win it than, I don't know.
That's
Project
a great point though, yeah, because these teams, when you go play them, they don't really care about the Valley, you know.
They don't like us, man. They don't like us.
They have the pro teams over there. They have the academies. They think they're better, so.
For sure, 100%.
Yep.
We walk in there, it's just they're from the Valley. They're not that good, you know. But like I said, so that's just, that my Selma, how it started and how the season went, and obviously we're ready for season 2. You know, obviously in the fall we're enjoying our vacation.
Yeah.
And then we'll get the tryouts going again and try to make a deep run again with the players that I had or maybe some new faces. And but for now, man, I mean, I don't know how people are gonna take this, but I'm hoping you guys make a deeper run than what you guys are. I wish you guys luck this weekend, and I hope you guys get the result.
Yeah, hopefully it's. I know Valley only got to the quarterfinals 2 times and lost both times, so they never made it farther than that. So let's see this season. I know this team that Valley will play this weekend is full of pros, and the last 2 times that or former pros, the last 2 times that Valley got to the quarterfinals, both teams also had a lot of former pros, so it looked like we had a better team. And they were older, and I don't know, some fat players, but they had the experience, you know. And the only time I played the quarterfinals, we played a team from Arizona, and we had an amazing team, so good. They scored 1 goal in the beginning, sat down the whole game, all super experienced. Most of the players older than 30 years old. And
so they knew how to sit back. I'll tell you that, right? They've done it multiple times.
Yep.
That's a strategy. That's one of my old strategies for sure. Defend, score, and defend. But yeah. Well, like I said, man, good luck this weekend. Yeah. I hope you guys get the result.
It's gonna be super hot though. I'm saying it's gonna be 107.
Welcome to summer here in the Central Valley too. I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah. All right. Moving forward a little bit. So I like to, if you watch all the episodes, you see that I always ask this question because I like to ask that, because where I come from Brazil, soccer is like a religion. So you're born, you already have a team. You don't even know what soccer is, but you have a team, you know? You cannot change your team like you're not gonna change your religion,
for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And
where you from? Where you from exactly?
From Brazil, from the south. It's an island called Florianópolis.
Never heard of it. This is the first time I heard it. Yeah.
It's like 10 hours from São Paulo and Rio.
Yeah. How about the Rio de Janeiro? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If you look in the map, it looks close, but it's very far.
Nice. Okay. Now I know where you're from.
Yeah. So the question is like, how when did you meet soccer? How did it come to your life? Like, was when you were a kid, you were watching something, or your family showed you, your dad showed it to you? How was it?
Oh, my dad. He's a Sunday league fanatic.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, so as a 3 year old, he played every Sunday. So to me, it's either I stay home with mom or I go with dad. You know, and let's go to the
In
park.
Fresno.
No, I'm from Orosi.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
from Orosi. No, I'm not from Fresno. I'm from Orosi. Um, but yeah, so he had a Sunday league, and that Sunday league was very competitive growing up. And he would just say, "Hey, man, I'm leaving. You coming?" So my dad's going to the. To me, it was a park.
Uh-huh.
You know, I just know I went to the park, and my dad was
Sitting
doing
up play.
something. At 3 years old, and my dad was just doing something.
Uh-huh.
So as I started getting old, probably like 2 years after that, I was 3 years old when he first took me, and then when I was getting older, I started seeing how competitive it is, how much people loved it. You know, like if there was a tackle, and I looked to my left and right, and everyone screaming like, "Hey, arbitro!" And I'm thinking, well, wow, this is important. You know, and obviously I don't know how competitive that was. It was when I was 5, I
Yeah.
thought it was like this is the pros. You know, but it's Sunday league.
Uh-huh.
So my dad's the one that introduced me to the game because he played it, and then man, I don't know if you follow the Liga MX,
Yeah. Yeah.
the Mexican league. Uh, every Saturday and Sunday, my dad would sit down and just watch soccer on the couch, and I started just watching it and caught my attention. And he's a big Pumas fan, but when I was growing up, I liked this player that because my team's Tigres from the Liga MX, and there was this player called White Gaitan. He's from Argentina,
Mm-hmm.
and he was left-footed. So I was like, you know what? That's because when obviously when you're younger
You like that.
and you're really good, they
Yeah.
put you like in the attacking third, you know, because you can score goals. Once you start getting older and they see that you're not pacey enough or you're not skillful, like
Go to the back.
yeah, make your way back, please, because
Yeah.
you're better off back there. So,
Yeah.
um, with that being said, growing up in a small town like Orosi, Orosi is a soccer town, you know. So everybody was playing soccer. All my friends, because their dads or their parents were they're soccer fanatics as well. So when they would go to the park or when my dad would go kick the ball at the park, like I would go and then I'll see my friends and then we just play cascara. You know what a cascara is or no?
No.
Like a
What is that?
scrimmage, like just pickup, like a pickup
Oh,
game.
okay, okay.
So we'll be like, oh, cascarear, you
I
know?
think in Portuguese is rachão. It's
Yeah.
like at the end of practice when you just play.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Okay, no, yeah. We used to call it a cascara.
Uh-huh.
And then obviously you're a small town. You don't know what pennies are or bibs. So guess what? Whoever scores first, the other team take off their shirt. It's skins against shirts, you know?
Uh-huh.
So that we grew up like that. And that's when I started loving the game. My dad signed me up for this recreational league there in Orosi called AYSL. I don't know if you heard of it, but and that's when I started loving the game. You know, I love scoring goals. I love picturing myself like if I was on TV doing things and because obviously when I would see someone score on TV, people would go crazy, and then when you're a kid and you score, your parents and all the fans are cheering.
Yeah.
So it was something beautiful to watch. And a small town like Orosi was very passionate about soccer, so it was always a great atmosphere for me growing up. So that's the reason. That's how I started
That's how
soccer.
you started?
Yeah, because of my dad. Yeah.
And then moving forward a little bit from that, so you said you were 3 years old when you were going to the Sunday league
To
with your
Sunday
dad.
league. Yeah.
And then when did you start playing?
I
How
started
was that?
playing. I started playing a year after, 4 years old. I was playing 2 years up. So back then in the AYSO recreational league, you had to start at 6 years old. But I was 4, you know. But I really wanted to play. I really wanted to make a team. So back then, the person who ran the AYSO league, his name's Javi Quevedo. My dad said, "Hey, my kid really wants to play. Put him. Oh, well, he has to play 2 years younger. Boom." So I do, and man, I was killing it, you know. So then
They were not hitting you?
no,
You're
no,
bigger?
no, because I don't know if I was man. Maybe I was quick back then, but I'm not. I was no longer quick growing up. But I'm assuming I was quicker. But I never got hurt to a point where like I wanted to stop playing. You know. So I grew up playing that recreational league since I was 4, and then I just kept playing it year by year until I was like 8 or 9, and then there's this all-star tournament that the best recreational players play. And after that, it was in Tulare. We had the tournament, and then I played really well. But like I said, I was playing midfield, you know. So growing up, I was a midfielder, but that's not my position. I'll tell you that. And then I played really well. And then after a game, we won the championship. And after the game, some coach came from the South Valley Club, and they approached my coach, my recreational coach, and like, hey, like I like that kid, like you know, do you think he's interested in playing club? And then obviously, my parents like couldn't afford club soccer, you know, so he kind of came up to me and said like, hey, like you want to go play club? But to me, I at that point I don't know what club is, you know. So to me, I'm thinking I'm just hopping to another
Yeah,
team.
just going to another team.
So to me, it's like, oh, I don't know, you know. So then my recreational coach went to go explain to my parents like, hey, like this is competitive, like it's travel ball, like it's different. Like he could have looked at
But
whatever.
you still have to pay for it.
You still have to pay for it. So when I got there, we went for the tryout. I went to they're like, oh, at least come look at it. So I went to go try out, and I did really well. But when we were winning in that recreational team, we were winning. They would drop me to the back, so we can hold down the score. So when I got there, you know how you sign up? You have to put a position, and then my recreational coach said, defender. So then when the coach asked me in the tryout, hey, what do you play? I said midfield, but then on the paper it says defender. So now I don't know which way to go. So he's like, you know, let's try out as defender. Played center back, and then that's when my center back career started at 9 years old for that club team. With that being said, that club team ended up being like that age group. My boy Johnny Rodriguez, I heard the part. I mean, not Johnny Rodriguez, Johnny Navarro. You heard him say it. Like our team was legit. Like we had a really good squad, man. And growing up, like all these guys that I see now, like that you sat here or that played for Valley or that played here, like I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, like I grew up playing with all these guys, you know. So at 9 years old, I started playing that club team. So I made the team and we were playing and. Like that Bullard United that Johnny, we would play. They were in our league. We would play them. We would beat them, you know. But we seen him one time. I kid you not, Johnny Navarro. Kid you not. We were playing at the neighborhood church. I guess they didn't have enough players. I don't know what it was, but the guy was goalie. That's not what caught my attention. What caught my attention that he was wearing some Nike SBs. He has no cleats. He was just in tennis shoes, and I said, "What is going on here?"
A short guy.
Short guy with big gloves like Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying? And the Nike SBs. But hey, till this day, man, he knows how much I love that guy. But that's how I met Johnny that day. Him in the goal. So we ran that league, and we were like number 1 in the state for a while. And then we would play Cal Odyssey, you know, and that's when like Mason and all those guys were in that team, you know. And we would play, and we would just beat them through it, 3-0, 4-0. We were just on top of the world as a kid, you know. But then someone had the idea. I don't know. I was still a kid, and I don't ask questions. Someone had the idea of Odyssey and South Valley combined to make a developmental academy team. Okay. Right?
They were both still. They both still had 2 teams, but they made a.
They wanted to make an academy team because with like 7 or 8 of our guys and like 7 or 8 of their guys, and then whoever wanted to come try out, right? So we picked our 7 best, and they picked their 7 best, and we made a team. And then we still had tryouts and stuff, and there was some players like someone from Turlock. His name was Sergio. We called him Biscuits. He came from there.
Sergio, what?
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Sergio, if you're watching this. Oh, man. What's his last name?
Is he a coach today?
I don't know.
No, he's Souza?
No, I don't think that's him. I don't think that's him. But we called him Biscuits. And then we made that one team. So when we made that team, we didn't like those guys. They didn't like us, you know. But at the end of the day, we were a team, you know. So what Johnny was saying about the developmental academy, to me, that was the best experience of my life, hands down. Like whatever I lived through in life, I would go back to that 10 out of 10 times. That was just something that you like.
What did you leave in there that you still bring with you?
Playing against some players who are pro now. We would play against their MLS academies. And it was just something else, man. A kid from a small town like that, experiencing something like that, I'm blessed, you know, because I would have never in my life experienced that. So when we made that team, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. We're about to go play Seattle Sounders, Vancouver Whitecaps, you know, FC Dallas. We played top-notch teams. So the first 2 years, we had to decide whether, hey, you play high school soccer or you play this. Yeah. But man, this is the dream, right?
What is better though if you want to be a pro? It's better to play high school or club?
Back then or now?
Both.
Oh shoot! Back then was club soccer because back then there was Odyssey, South Valley. Now there's Albion, Crossfire, Odyssey. There's a lot, you know. So back then, if you played here, you're one of the best players around the area. Yeah. You know, but back then, club soccer.
And today you can do high school and still do really
good.
Yeah.
I mean, both ways works, right? I don't want to sit here and bash on club because that's not what I do. Yeah. But what I'm saying is high school has grown. Like high school is more competitive now. that there's a way out of there too.
Uh-huh.
But if I had to choose now, I would probably say high school. Back then, I would probably say club.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, because like when I played college here, and from the American players that we had, I've never heard like, oh yeah, I came to FPU because I was playing at this club. Like I've never figured it out. I never thought about asking like, hey, did you play club? You know, like we all knew the high school they came from, but not the club. You know.
Yeah. So for me now it is high school soccer, but maybe back then it was probably club. So then my first 2 years, a kid from Morosi, right? Kid from Morosi. My parents had to go explain to them like, hey, like my son's gonna be gone for a week or two because he has this and this and this, you know. So we had to travel. So then, I was not a good student, by the way. So that those 2 weeks would already affect whatever it's already affected, you know, the F. So we're not gonna get picked up because I'm missing 2 weeks of school. So when the first time I traveled, I think our first time out, I think we went to Seattle. Oh, we went to go play at Oregon. Is that Portland Timbers? We played the Portland Timbers, and we played Seattle. So we were there for like 4 or 5 days. And when flying there was like, because they would try to treat us as pro as best as they can. You know, we didn't pay for anything. We would have travel bags, everything. It was nice, phenomenal. So you felt special. So the first time I ever did that, I never ridden a plane before until that day. And I hate that. I hate the feeling. I hate taking off. I hate landing. I hate all that shit. But with that being said,
you don't like roller coasters?
Oh man, no. When people say let's go to Six Flags, man, have fun. You know, enjoy it.
I love it. I love.
You love that stuff?
I love adrenaline.
Man, you're crazy.
You just saw me getting here in a motorcycle.
Yeah, I saw you coming. You screamed at me. I was like, oh shoot, that's crazy. I didn't even know that was you. But so obviously, I didn't play my first 2 years of high school soccer. And then my third year, that's when like how Johnny said, it was falling apart a little bit. So you start making decisions like, shoot, do I still want to be part of this, or you know? And I give it, you know what? My senior year, I said, you know what? Let me go play high school soccer. I mean, once in a lifetime, my senior year. So then obviously I ended up playing that. It just broke apart, it split, and we all decided, hey, you know what? Like we're just not gonna continue doing this. So let's just play high school soccer. So everybody went to their high schools, you know, and I ended up going to Orosi, you know, my little town Orosi, go represent it, and we ended up winning Valley that year, 2013. Oh, yeah, 2013. So then that happened, and after I played that, I just had a lot of stories behind it, man. Like going, traveling, seeing things, seeing crazy stadiums, the locker rooms that we dressed, like the showers. Like to me, it was wow. This is life. You know, like this is something that who doesn't want to dream to be here.
And you will never forget. I'll
never
forget when I did.
That's what I'm saying. Like no one forgets those things. You know, like, and a lot of people just don't know the quality that I played against too. Like the people that you've been having sit here. And the people that you've seen, like the quality, it's like it was top notch, man. It took a toll out of us because you would have to go, and every game was hard. You know, in club soccer now, like you go, or like even in college, there's certain games that it's like, you know, and then there's certain games that like boom. No, there it was every Saturday and Sunday, top notch. I mean, we probably won 3 games out of like 12. Yeah, man. And we thought we were good. Imagine that. Imagine how good those guys were, you know? So that's something that I've always, like I said, I'm always going to cherish that and take it with me. So what were you going to say?
I heard that today some clubs, they have kind of scholarships. So some players have to pay for it, but they can go after some really good players and they don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah. Like they'll help them out. Yeah. Like there's certain players that obviously can't afford the monthly payments or the yearly payments. So like, They'll be like, hey, like you can come join our club, and we'll help you out with money. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, the team, for them to get kids to come and pay them to play, they need to be doing good. So they need the good players to win the game.
So they'll bring like some of the best players for sure. But with that being said, it was a lot of things that as a kid, I mean, you probably know what I'm about to say, but as a kid, like there's certain kids from back home that didn't experience what I experienced. And I didn't take advantage of that, you know. I just it's fine. Like, but to other people, it's like, man, I wish I was in.
But at the same time, I also believe a lot in destiny and like things happen for a reason, you know. And we're getting close to the first yellow card. So gotta open the question. Yeah. But like you were there and you were experiencing what you had to experience. You know, sometimes you are not supposed to experience what you think you should have experienced today.
Yeah,
You know,
that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
That is true.
You learned what you had to learn.
And I learned now that I'm coaching like the youth, like you said, or like the college players. I'm just telling them, man, like don't waste it, man. Like,
Yeah.
I wasted it. You know, I had the opportunity growing up when I was a junior. I was playing developmental academy, and then they reached out to me, Kyle Northridge, right? D1. They wanted me to go play, but I was still a junior, and they asked me, "What high school are you from?" I said, "Orosi." They were just like, "What? Where's this at?" You know. The thing that would always, I had a lot of opportunities and a lot of offers, but the thing that I would always, and I'm saying this so people who are watching, if you're in school, please try hard in school. When they asked for the transcript, that was it. Lost communication.
You need the grades.
You need the grades to move
Yep.
on. You know? And I had multiple offers. Hey, we really love how you play. We think you're a really good center back, you know, but we need your transcripts.
This is something that is really good about this country, you know, because in Brazil, or you play or you study. You can do both. And here, they want you to be really good, but if you don't have grades,
there's
they
no
don't
point.
care about
There's
you.
no point. Yeah, there's no point. And that happens to, there's a lot of people in the Central Valley that are in the same shoes as me, you know, that they're super good, but they just weren't that good in school.
Yeah.
And that affects you, you know, down the road. People don't think about it, but in 7th, 8th, 9th, freshman, sophomore, like, yeah, whatever. But when it's time to, like, hey, somebody, as a senior, like, hey, I want to go play at Cal State Bakersfield or San Jose State, or we need your transcripts, but they see that your sophomore and junior year, you were terrible, you don't have enough credits to get out of here, you know? And that's something that a lot of people don't see. Now that I coach at college, I see those things, and those things matter. It's not only
about the senior year.
Yeah, a lot of those things matter. So, yeah, man, that's the life. And then I went to go play.
It really makes a difference, you know? Like, sometimes you're really good. Maybe you find a college that wants you. They'll give you a soccer scholarship, but you still need some money, and you can get some, how's it called? Like the grade scholarship?
Academic?
Like academic scholarship. Yeah, and
academic,
you don't have the grades, you're going to have to pay.
You have to pay. Well, you don't. Your parents do. You know? Yeah, because you're still young. So you're putting a lot on your parents there. But the message here is do good in school, please.
Yep. All right. And since you're in the double yellow, today we don't have a yellow card, but we figure out something here.
Okay.
And we do what we can do. So let's go ahead, and I'm on my camera already. Yellow card to Jesse. First yellow card. Yeah. So I'm sure you know already. You saw some of the other episodes, and you know what the yellow card means. It's just a tricky question that will kind of put you on the spot a little bit. Okay. So we have this first one. We have one at the end.
Okay.
So the first one that I have for you is, what do you think that Selma FC lacked in the final against Valley? Like, what could you guys have done different to win the conference? You guys already won the title on the regular season.
Yeah.
What could you guys have done to win the playoffs?
Well, honestly, as a coach, there's no right or wrong answer. You know, but this is just what I think we should have done better. I think we should have kept our composure better. You know, just in general, as a coaching staff, as a team, I feel like we let the emotions of the game get to us, whether it's my subbing, whether it's on the field, whether it's a slide tackle, whether it's a finish, whether it's a pass. We just allowed the game get to us, you know? And I feel like what we lacked on was, starting with me, you know, because I'm the one that controls the tempo and stuff. So I feel like I lacked in that aspect of it. Like understanding, like, man, maybe I should have pulled this guy off sooner, or maybe I should have just started this guy. Like, maybe I lacked in that aspect. And just part of the game, you also got to give respect to the other team. Yeah. You know, the other team did things to us that made us uncomfortable, you know? So, but lacked, I'll probably say that. We just let the game get to us a little too much mentally, so.
Yeah. Yeah, from my point of view, like I told some people after, I think that Valley has a lot of experienced players, and they used it really well. Yeah. They knew what they had to do, and they went, and
they executed.
Got to their heads.
Yeah, they executed it well. Yeah.
So like I told also other people, like, maybe Selma has a lot of really good players, maybe even a better squad if you just look at the names. But for in my opinion, it was just the experience, you know.
Yeah, and experience
they really
does matter.
wanted to win, and.
But my guys, to this day, I tell them, man, you guys are quality, man. You guys are top-notch players here, you know? Like, the guys I had this year were, man, my respects to those guys. I hope they keep playing, though. You know, I hope they stay motivated and keep doing what they're doing, because I'm really proud of what they did. You know, they made history, like you said earlier. We made history this year. We won the league, league that Valley has won for multiple years. So that's something to tap your hat off, you know, as a player and as a coach. And we just got to keep moving. I mean, obviously we know we can win it now, so that's gonna be the major goal every time.
Yeah.
You know.
And I hope it keeps going like that, because we need two really good teams from here to be there all the time.
It's fun, right? It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And hopefully the supporters from both sides keep growing. Maybe someday we'll have a stadium, something like that.
That'll be the dream, right?
I know Fuego is going to build a stadium. Maybe someday we can play this.
We can play there, right?
There,
yeah. Imagine how packed that would be.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Amazing.
That'd be. I want to be part of that though. So William,
tell him. Keep him there.
Yeah, give me time, William. Give me time.
Yeah. All right. So, ready to pass the first yellow card question? And move to my camera. There you go. So, you're also involved in other soccer teams. You are with Sanger. You are with Fresno City. So, how do you do all of that? How are you involved with 3 teams and you have time for anything else, or you only do soccer?
I only do soccer. I only coach soccer, man. I only coach soccer. So let's talk about Sanger first, and then we'll go to City, right? So Sanger, this is going to be my 3rd season there, coaching there. I took that job because I've always wanted to coach a D1 program, you know, and that job opened up. And honestly, they have some really good players there. Like, I'm talking about the women's side of it now, you know. They're since I stepped there, there's been nothing but great players, you know, up and down the lineups, up and down the rosters. There's been really good players. And I always enjoy coaching in the winter, though. That's my favorite time of the year to coach. It's the cold days, the rainy days, the fog. You know, you're in a hoodie, in a parka with gloves. It's just, it's amazing to me, under the lights. So I took that Sanger job, and obviously we've been doing really well. We made a deep run the first year, and then the second year we fell a little short. And then obviously our season is going to kick off probably like in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We'll start our summer workouts and stuff. And I'm planning on being there for a while. You know, I really enjoy coaching there. I mean, the support system is really good to me. So why would I ever leave? You know, it's hard to find that nowadays, that people you trust and people that are loyal to you. So.
And is that at the same time as Fresno City or not?
Yes, but so City, we started on Monday. This Monday, but we train in the mornings from 7 to 9.
And for Fresno City, you're an assistant or head coach?
I'm an assistant for the women's. So I'll get to that part a little bit right now. So just to finish off the Sanger stuff, like I said, it'll be silly of me to leave Sanger when I shouldn't, you know.
Yeah.
But if I ever stop coaching high school, I think Sanger will be the last place that I coach, to be honest. Yeah. I really enjoy it. I mean, obviously, I've been there for this is my third season, and I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon. So now the City. So City, I started coaching there a while back. I started coaching in the men's program. Straight up, I'll probably say 2021. No, was that COVID?
No, 2020 was COVID. 2021 was when the seasons came back.
Okay, so 2021. Yeah, 2021, because I wasn't there 2019. So 2021, I started there 2021. And then I went there all the way to 2023 or 2020. I was an assistant with Solberg for like 3 or 4 years. That's where I started at coaching at City. And then I started coaching women's. Coach Oliver Jamon reached out to me, and he was like really invested in me, you know, showing the love, like, hey, man, I think you're really good, and I think you'll help my program out. And then I said, you know what, let me give it a try, you know. And then I told him yes, and we met up. We had some little lunch, and we discussed like what my role was going to be and stuff, and I was all on board for it, you know. Once we agreed on all that, I was a little nervous, you know, because I was like, shoot, like I'm only used to coaching men, you know. I don't know how to scream at these girls. I don't know how to do none of that. So little by little, I started going, and it's been amazing. I'll tell you that right now. Coaching there, he helps you out in so many ways, and he's such a good person that you will never have to question his loyalty, his respect towards you. That's something that comes a long way in coaching. Yeah. Surround yourself with good people. That's something he's always told me. You know, surround yourself.
The people that is around you.
Yeah, it's about the people that matters, the people around you, not the people who talk. So shout outs to him.
Do you get to bring some players from Sanger to Fresno City?
Oh, every year. I bet
the girls are already
they already know. I think the first season I was in Sanger, I think it was like 2 or 3 girls, and this year there's like 4. So some of those girls come to play for Fresno City. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I just give them the opportunity. You know, some of these girls might not play after high school, and I'm like, hey man, I think you're good enough. You should come play here. You know, and it's just a door that opens. Obviously, I'll say it on here. I think Fresno City is the best JUCO college in the area, men's and women's.
Yep.
You know, by a margin too. I mean, the results, the transfers, everything speaks for itself, right? I mean, that if I'm speaking of this is because I have facts behind me to back me up. So, but yeah, that's. But how do I manage that? That's a good question, because so Selma, we started. So let me backtrack. So last year in August, I started Sanger. No, City. Sorry, City. And then high school doesn't start till November. So City goes from August to December if you make it all the way.
Yeah.
Right. So and then high school starts from November to late February.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in the fall too.
No. So once I finish Fresno City College, just jump straight into Sanger.
So it's perfect. You never stop. It's one team after the
Yeah,
other.
you never stop. So and then once that happens, Salma came on. So now that Salma finished, I had like a week or two of a break, like nothing, and then City started again for summer. So then I'll go from City all the way, and then until obviously Salma. Like, see, there's gonna be a little conflict though, because Salma's gonna start like in mid-August or something. Something like that.
Usually no.
So there's gonna be like a little conflict. But at City we train from 3 to 5, so I'll just train in the afternoon with Salma. You know, so there's always a way to manage it.
Yeah.
But it gets a toll out of you after a while, you know, because it's just constant thinking of soccer. You know, like obviously it's something I love and something I enjoy, but after a long day, you're just like, ugh.
And it's not only at the field, you know. Like I bet you watch a lot of games to see the opponents.
Sure.
And,
Oh yeah, breaking down film and stuff like that. You know, like there's times that I just want to like go sit down and not coach. Just go watch a high school game and just watch it as a fan. You know what I mean? That's why I go. You go with Sunday League and you just go as a fan. I'm not a coach, you know, because every game that I'm part of, I'm coaching it. You know, and it's something that it's like. It's my job. Like I need to win. I gotta find a win. But when you go as a fan, you just go sit there. You sit with your friends. You talk some nonsense.
The game ends and you're like, what already?
Already, like man, when I coach, takes forever. You know. So, but yeah. So, I really do enjoy coaching at Fresno City College. I think Fresno City College opened a lot of doors for me because when you put that on your resume, it looks impressive. You know, and thanks to Eric Solberg and Oliver Jamad. I'm kind of where I'm at now with all these opportunities that I'm getting, and they don't even know I'm getting them because of them. And they don't need to know that, you know. They don't need to know that. But a lot of it, and I put them down as references, so they speak highly of me, and I'm thankful for people like that, you know. So surround yourself with good people. Good things will happen.
Yep, we need that. So I don't know if that's if you're doing that too, but are you with Freeze?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not with Freeze, no.
Because I saw you the other day there, and I thought you.
Oh,
were
I went with my
involved.
buddy, the trainer. He's my buddy. He's a trainer for Freeze, and he's like, "Hey, come with me. I don't want to go alone." I said, "All right, I'll go watch." But then I watched this like the last 30 minutes of your game because they played right after you guys.
Yeah.
So I watched. That's when you guys that's when
Damn,
Milton scored that goal.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
So, and then
I thought when they scored, I was like, oh, that's it. We're done.
and then we ended up. I had to stay with them to watch that game, but no, I'm not part of Freeze at all. No. Yeah.
Maybe in the future.
No.
All right. So, I was recording you here really quick before,
Okay.
and I just put on our Instagram stories like if people had questions for you.
Okay.
And someone made a really good question here. Let's see, we're at 42 minutes right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So, someone asked, and
I
his name-
don't get to know the name.
maybe I'll tell you.
Okay,
His
okay.
name is. Let me see if I can open the account because I can see the
Oh, okay.
not his name. You know, it's just his
Okay.
account. Well, his account is Omar _ S23. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. I think it's Omar Solorio, right? Does he
Maybe.
have a picture of like him like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my boy. What's up, Mio?
So he asked you, why such a passion for soccer since young? Is it true he used to wear soccer cleats to go to elementary school?
You got me. Oh my God. What was the first question?
So why the passion for soccer since you were young? And then is it true that you used to wear soccer cleats to go to school,
Okay,
elementary school?
I'll answer the first one. That's good by him. Why so much passion? It's just it's something that I know. You know, other people know. Some people are good in school. Some people are good at, I don't know, man, building puzzles. Some people are good at building buildings. Some people are good at teaching. Some people, I'm good at coaching soccer. I'm good at playing soccer.
Yeah.
So that's something that since I was a kid, I grew passion because when you get a lot of compliments that you're good or whatever, like you just start like feeling yourself about it, you know. And it's something that I'm thinking to myself, like, man, like I could do something with this, you know. I'm pretty good at what I do, so like it just grows. It grows in you. So that's how I grew the passion behind it. And then growing so much friendships around soccer, you know, it's a passion to like see one of your buddies like make it to the next level or stuff like that. It's just a passion that you like to enjoy. But to answer his other question about did I ever wear cleats when I was in elementary school, the answer is yes, multiple times. One time, I will never forget this because we used to, you know, I don't know, you didn't go to elementary school here, did you?
No,
okay.
I only played
So
college.
it's called a recess where like you get a little break and you go play sports and then like for 20-30 minutes and then you come back in.
Yeah.
So during recess.
Like a lunch break.
Yeah, well, no, that was lunch break. We had like a little break, like a little break. And we would go and obviously we would start playing soccer, you know, and I was just schooling everybody, you know. And one time I was just such a soccer fanatic and I loved soccer so much that I just said, you know what? I'm going to take my cleats to school. Yeah, I was a kid. I was probably like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Mio, but I think I was like in 3rd or 4th grade maybe. I could be wrong. And I just went to school in cleats, bro. Literally. I didn't think there was nothing wrong with
grass cleats.
100%. 100%. Like soccer cleats. Boom. I just took them with some jeans on and shirt and a soccer jersey. I used to wear, every day was a different soccer jersey from the Liga MX.
You know, there was a trend this summer. I don't know if you saw that.
What was the trend?
There was some kids here on TikTok. They were posting like jeans and soccer cleats. I didn't get it, but a lot of people were posting.
That's the new swag,
Saul was doing that. Saul was doing it.
Yeah?
Yeah, Saul was posting with his girlfriend like just some outfits with soccer cleats. I was like,
only if Saul knew that I started that in 2006, man.
Yep.
You know? Man, people are taking my swag. Imagine that I was getting laughed at in 2006 and now people are doing it. Well, the world changes. But yeah, I did. I wore cleats multiple times. I thought it was normal. You know, I thought there was nothing wrong with that. You want to know why? Because I'm ready. In recess, I'm ready. I have cleats on. Let's go. You know, lunch break, I'm ready. Let's get the ball going.
not wasting a single minute.
Not wasting not wasting a minute at all. And then after a while, after constant people bullying me about it, I was like, wait, maybe this isn't right. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, you know? So, yeah. But shout out to that question, Mio. Well done. You got me. You got me.
You never felt like just sliding the floor in the classroom?
Oh yeah,
like...
I would go home and my parents would get so mad at me because the jeans were ripped, they were all green. But to me, it's like I took it serious. Like I don't want to lose, you know. Like I've never lost. So like why am I? And I took it personal. Like if I lost, I would be pissed because like as a kid, I was so competitive, you know. And no, like my friends, like the one that just sent you that, my friend that he knew how much I love this. So like if I would lose to him, I wouldn't hear the end of it. You know what I mean? So like I just didn't want to lose. So if it took me wearing cleats to school, guess what? I'm taking cleats to school.
Yeah.
So
well before I read, there's one more question.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. In Brazil, we do the same. However, we don't have grass soccer fields in the schools. We only have futsal courts. So we go with futsal shoes, you know?
Oh, but not cleats.
No. We still call it cleats, but they don't have the studs under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's just so you don't slide, but you are matching with your outfit, you know? Yeah. And when I was before high school, all the years, you know, let's say maybe the last 2 years before high school, I was already more like into dressing nice for the girls.
Yeah.
But before that, every single day with soccer shoes.
Right?
Every single day.
You know what? Maybe I wasn't the problem. Maybe they were the problem. Maybe they should have worn cleats, you know? Man. But yeah, I agree with you. But obviously you start getting older. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, what was I thinking? You know? But I'm not ashamed of it. You know?
Yeah, of course. You're a kid.
That should tell people how much I love that game of soccer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So
Exactly. All right. One more question. This one's from, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Noe or Noe. I don't know if it's in Spanish or in English, but Noé Garcia.
Yeah, Chambon. Shout out to Chambon. Yeah.
He asked, what made you fall in love with the sport of soccer? I already answered.
Uh-huh.
And why didn't you play your freshman year 2011?
Okay, well, the reason he's telling me that is because he constantly told me to play high school soccer. But, well, you know it. I couldn't play because of developmental academy. But those people never knew that.
Uh-huh.
You know, I kept it to myself. The reason I kept it to myself is because there was already some hate behind it that Jesse thought he was too good, that he plays out there,
Uh-huh.
you know, and
Doesn't want to be in the high school team.
yeah. So all those things, and you know what? So to answer your question, Chambon, I didn't play because of the developmental academy, you know. So during that moment, I was a freshman in high school, by the way. So he's telling me how come I didn't play as a freshman in high school, but him and his brother were the only few that actually told me how good I was, like without hating. You know, they were the ones that would be like, hey, that kid's really good, man. Like, we should get that kid. Like, they would tell the head coach that, you know, like, that kid's really good, man. You guys should get that kid. Like, how is he not on the team? So I went to a tryout. There are tryouts, and I went. I said, you know what? Because I see a little freshman kid, and he's a senior on campus. Like, hey, you should come play. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll give it a try. So then I go try out. And I did like it. But then that's when they hit us with, hey, you cannot play high school soccer or you play developmental academy. Well, it was an easy choice for me. You know, I'd rather go to Seattle. I'd rather go to Florida. I'd rather go to Oregon. So that's the reason why I didn't play. But a lot of it came down to, like, I kept it from people just because I don't want them thinking, like, Jesse thinks he's all that. You know, so I just said, I don't have grades. Or something came up or something. Obviously, my junior year was because of grades, for sure. But freshman and sophomore, it was mostly because of that. But I just... That's not who I am. You know, I don't want to go there saying, like, I can't because I play here. No, it's just, hey, like, I don't have grades. Yeah. But little did they know that I was traveling the country playing.
How did they do that season, though? Did they do good?
Oh, shoot. Chambon, you have to correct me if I'm wrong. I think they lost in... I think they lost in the semis. Yeah.
Of what? State? Or
No, just the Valley.
Okay.
In the Valley. They lost in the I think they lost in the semis. And then in the sophomore year, I don't think he was there anymore. I could be wrong. They lost to... somebody else. They were falling short. But him and his brother were like one of the few that said that, hey man, like, you're the finishing tip. Like, you play, we have a good chance, you know. But I couldn't. So that's to answer their question. It's not that I didn't want to. I just couldn't. You know, and it's a decision that I made on my own. You know, because as a freshman, I'm thinking to myself, like, they don't really need me. They don't really care for me. I'm a freshman, you know. But obviously, as time goes by, like, I wish I would have played high school soccer. Yeah, for sure. But if you tell me, choose between the two, back again, put me back 10, 12 years ago.
It should allow you to play both.
That would have been fun. I agree. But we couldn't. And that's something that, to this day, the decisions I made, everything happens for a reason. I would do the same decisions all over again, for sure. So
Nice. All right. We're getting to the end. So I'll move forward. Let me see if there's any other questions here. If not, we move to the final yellow card. Yep. Okay. Just got Max Jefferson here asking to get invited to the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to him. Hey, well done. Thank you for representing our country and balling out like that, man. Well done. Keep it up. We're watching from back home. Don't think we're not. Keep making the Valley proud. And seeing you on TV is going to inspire a lot of people, man. So keep doing what you're doing.
It's nice to see someone from Fresno getting out there, right?
Yeah, I agree, man. Someone
living the dream of everyone
living the dream.
here.
I mean, living the dream and playing well. You know, one thing is getting there, another thing is getting minutes, and another thing is starting, playing well, man. Hey, I mean, you probably don't even know who I am, but I'm just giving you, hey, man, thank you for being an influence for our community, for the small kids, that anything's possible, man. Just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We're supporting you back home.
Yeah, it was cool. I saw a picture of him in this past, I think it was in the final. It's just, and it got to my head. I was like, bro, how, like, from nowhere, you know, like a few years ago, we were here practicing. I practiced with him a few times. He probably doesn't know who I am, but we practiced together a few times. And I saw this picture of him with the ball and Pochettino in the back. And I was like, oh, how?
Yeah,
you know?
imagine that.
Like, one of the most famous coaches in the world, and he's just there from nowhere. You were here practicing with Milton a few years ago, and now you're there with Pochettino, you know?
Imagine that. He downgraded, right?
All right. So here you go. Let's move to the end of the podcast. Second yellow card to Jesse.
I got sent off.
So answer and out of here, out of the gates.
Okay.
So second yellow card is, this one is also tricky, but it's gonna be fun. So I want you to tell us what is the best team that you ever coached
Oh.
and the best player that you have ever coached.
Oh,
And
that's
why? And why?
tough.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. This is a tricky question. There's a reason why I'm getting sent off after this. The best. Okay, can I also say the best player that I played with?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. The best team that I've coached. Like, I'm gonna go talent wise, or you want like achievement wise? You answer that for me, because I have an answer for both.
I would say talent wise. Like this team was your dream team.
Like we were legit.
Yeah. Like
As a head coach or assistant?
any. Just the
Let's
team.
go ahead. Let's go ahead, coach. Let's go ahead, coach.
Okay.
My first year in Fowler
Fowler High School?
High School,
Okay.
when we won Valley.
Only ballers.
Only ballers, man. A lot of them are playing college level.
Uh-huh.
That's probably one of the best, as a head coach, one of the best teams I've coached. Men. Women, damn, people are going to see this. Talent-wise, my first year in Sanger.
Okay.
But my favorite team of all time.
When was that? We need to put numbers in it because they're not gonna know your first year.
Okay. That was 2 years ago in Sanger, so I'm going to say 2023 season.
Okay.
But my favorite team of all time as a head coach was 2019 Orosi High School. That was my favorite team of all time. But the best team I've coached, women's, was Sanger.
Uh-huh.
And then the best men's team that I coached was my Fowler team.
Fowler. All right.
Yeah. And what was the other question?
The best player.
That I've coached.
Yeah.
Well, I coached two, so can I say a woman and a...
Yeah.
Okay. The men one that I coached.
That's tough.
That is very tough, man. Because I've coached players that I'm thinking, wow. You know who's one of them that I'm thinking, man, this guy's a stud. And just because he plays the same position as me, it's Caleb Walker.
Caleb Walker. When was that?
Caleb, I don't know when you graduated from City.
I've heard that name. I don't remember who it is now.
He was a stud, man. The kid was so good. He's so athletic. He was good. That's one of the best players I've coached. Just because he's playing my position.
Uh-huh.
That's the only reason. I might be leaving someone out. Man,
That's
a great question. Yeah, but he's really good. He's one of the best defenders I've coached for sure. And then the best player I played with, oh, damn. There's three on the top of my tongue, and I got to pick one. Hold on.
You cannot forget the girl. There's a girl too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my God. I have two, man. Can I just say, but I can't pick one of those.
Say both.
All right. One of the best players that I played with, you know what? I'll just pick one. And that's Johnny Rodriguez.
Rodriguez?
Johnny Be Good.
Uh-huh.
Johnny Be God.
It's really good.
I think he's the best player I played with for sure. That guy was lethal.
Uh-huh.
Lethal, man. And I'll tell you a little story real quick, like a 1 minute story about him. He comes to try out. I'm a sophomore at City. He's a freshman. Comes from Washington Union. Eric Solberg says, this guy's a stud. Nah, not to me. He needs to earn it. Like, he needs to earn it here, you know? We go to Tahoe, scored 4 or 5 goals. I said, all right, well, I've seen enough. First game, I've seen enough. Crack, man. So he was lethal, legit.
Yeah.
I've played. He knows how much I care for the guy too. He knows that wherever I see the guy, man, he has my respects. I brag about the guy every time. People ask me who's the best player. Johnny Rodriguez. I mean, there's players that people who disagree with me, but I'm telling you what I experienced. It's Johnny Rodriguez. Yeah, for sure. And then the girl. Shoot, this is tough. Man. I'm I'm just trying to like quick rosters to my mind. You know. Okay, I think the best player that I've coached. I'm just gonna go. Shit. It's because I don't know if it's 'cause I don't know if I can compare the same level as college and high school. That's why, you know. That's what's breaking my head. I kind of have who it is, but it's kind of like breaking my head. But I would probably okay. I'm all right, I'm just gonna say it. I think the best player that I coached, like a woman, Alyssa White.
Lisa White.
Alyssa White,
What was her position?
forward.
Forward.
Yeah.
Goal scorer.
Oh, machine, goal scoring machine, goal scoring machine. She was good.
We need to get her here.
Well, she's at UNLV now, so she's playing for
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Yeah, so she'll be there for a few years.
The end of the year then.
But I'm pretty sure I've had players who were like quality better than her on the ball, but she to me was lethal, like another Johnny Rodriguez. You know, just give me the ball and get out of my way. So
yeah, I'll reach out to them.
Yeah,
maybe they'll come at the end of the
year. Yeah, maybe, but yeah, she's one of the ones that really that caught my eye. You know, like man, coaching her was a steal. At that level, she would just do things that I'm just like, wow.
Big chances of going pro for her.
I don't know. Hopefully, Alyssa, if you're watching, hopefully, but I don't know if she really loves soccer like that. You know, but the girl was really good. The girl was really good, and people are gonna tell me, really, her? You think she's yeah? I think that. I really do think that. She was really good. She was phenomenal.
Nice.
So that's
all right. Great answers for the second yellow card. Now it's definitely, I already told someone in one of the other episodes, someday I'll have a ref here just to give the card and tell people to leave.
Kick them out, huh? Oh yeah.
But all right, as we get to the end, I wanted to thank Jesse for coming today, representing Selma FC, Sanger High School, Fresno City College. Thank you so much for being here today, and really appreciate it. I hope that you keep making an impact in all the teams that you coach, and hopefully Selma can stay in the Valley for a long time. I hope this rivalry with Valley grows a lot, because the Valley needs this. The sport here is soccer. There's no other sport that's bigger than soccer here, and somehow other sports still have more visibility than soccer.
Yeah.
And hopefully someday we'll be here to see a lot of players from here getting out of here, like Max and other players making it pro.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. And we cut to my camera now. I'll tell you guys again, we're coming up with some sponsors already. Some people already saw the potential here, and they're going to be joining us in a few episodes. But if you want to be part of this, contact us right now. Reach out through Instagram, LinkedIn. You probably know someone that has my phone number or anything like that. Go to my personal Instagram, go to Enzo's. It's all going to be here in the description. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, go to our Instagram, give us a follow there. We post a lot of short videos over there and also here on YouTube. And again, table, card, TV, put your brand here. We want to see you here. We need your help, and we're going to grow with you. All right. Thank you. We'll see you next time.